guys, CBL here, and today I will be doing a tutorial for you on how, one sec, to make logos. Or a tutorial on how I make my logos. It won't be very in-depth, but it will in this I will explain to you what I do, my process, how I go about it, just, you know. So let me give you some insight. First, what I do is I sketch. I make up a name or something of like an esports team. That's what I like to sketch things. So I've made logos for my teams, Valken, Bronzebomb, and I've made many other logos, and this is how I do it. I sketch, after I make a name, and then I sketch, and then I scan that to my computer, and then I get that idea drawn, I get that idea down, and I save it. And, yep, here's how I go about it. So let's go right to the sketching.
Alright, so here at my desk, sorry if you see, like, it's hard to see the pad. I have a weird setup here in my desk light, but, and also sorry if it's hard to hear me. I'm using my GoPro at the moment, and I don't have a skeleton case for it, but, there's my sister, looks like they're up. So, just like, I have a notepad right here. Just get a notepad all set up, get some pencils, erasers. You don't need erasers. But then just like come up with an idea of what you want to sketch about. So we're gonna base it off the letter S. Oh, and sorry if it's hard to hear me. I'm a little sick right now. And yeah, so yeah, let's get started. So I was thinking like Spartans, or Roman people, or warriors in Rome usually wore like helmets with like this. This is just a rough sketch, but I'm not a historian. But with like this little hair thing on top, like different colors or something than the helmet. And so I was thinking we could do something like that with the S. Now, it's not as easy as it would sound. You can't just like put an S and then put a little hair thing on it, because that does not necessarily look good. It looks fine, but I think there's some better options that we have. Oh, alright. So, let me get some water real quick. Oh, man. So, I was thinking, so something like this. S, that's the helmet, and then just like an afro on that, or whatever you want to call it. I'll call it an afro. So, I was thinking, what if we, what I did is, I sort of made a cool, to me, here, I'll show you real quick. Put that up there. What I'm gonna do is try to copy that S. Has like a little thing right there, like that, and yeah, there. That's good enough for this. This is just a rough sketch. Your guys' will probably be a little better, more detailed, take longer. This is just for the purpose of showing you. But take something like this, and I turned it into a helmet, sorta. And then I put the afro on top. Now you're saying, Chase, that does not look good. What are you thinking? Yeah, I know it doesn't look good. I know. Here, let me switch pencils real quick. I know it doesn't look good. I'm personally like, this is just rough. So let's take that into more depth here. Let's try to keep my head out of your way. So what I shortened the S a little bit, because you can still. So what I did is I shortened up the S itself, and then I just drew a quick little thing like this, and like that. Now that actually looks like that, which is what the helmets look like or something. And then I put afro that sort of went with, oh, there's my sister, this back curve there. I sort of put like this back line, sort of look bad, that back curve a little bit. You could make it a little less with it, and then Yeah, so that's basically what we're going at. That's what we're going with.
That we have. So here's the picture. So one of the options that we can do is to take our pen tool right here. I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit. And what you can just go ahead and do is make like a shape. You can outline the shape with your pen tool and then just put it all in black. If you saw my speed art, that's what I did there. I used the pen tool and outlined his face, and then I also used the pen tool later to get all the shading in there. So the one thing about the pen tool is it doesn't always react how you think it will. That's the one thing I would have to say I don't like about it, but it's very, very, very handy. I'm so glad it, because you're not going to find anything like this in Paint.net and online editors or anything. This is Photoshop. That's where you get it. Something like that. I gotta improve this. So it takes a while to master the pen tool. I'm not nearly a master at it. I'm not very amazing at it, but you have to figure out how the curves go. You have to follow the curves in a way. Otherwise it does not look very good. So, oh shoot. There is my helmet part. Now I'm going to right click, stroke path, brush, but first, yeah, I'll click OK. So that's what it would look like. Let me change the color to black. Sorry, I was doing that for the thumbnail that I made for the video. And let me Control Z, change our brush size down to about, yeah, that's good. So, what you can do is stroke path, brush, good, there's that. And then delete the path. And then you have that outline of the helmet. Now see, this is just rough, so there's a few bumps along the way. But what you could also do is, instead of doing that, you could fill path with black or with white and then just delete it. Now you have that. So if you already know what colors you want to go with and stuff like that, that's always handy. So I think so I already had a one of those made. That was it. It was better than the one I just made, but it wasn't very good. And so I said, it doesn't really look how I want it to look. It doesn't bring out the Spartan. The Spartan. It doesn't bring out the Spartan. So I went ahead in Illustrator and I was checking things out, and that's not it. And so if you go to Object and then you go to Live Trace, go to Tracing Options. This is the threshold of what colors it gets and how dark the colors are. Move it to about 187. Click Trace. See what it does there? It outlines it for you. Now this, my drawing was better than what I was doing in Photoshop, so I switched to doing this, and I was like, wow, this is great. Let's change it. 101, 200, yeah. There, that looks. That still doesn't. Yeah. So just mess around with that. See what, how much you like, what you like it at. This is alright, but I had a really good one that I will show you in a little bit. But you see, in Illustrator, it's like flawless quality. You can zoom in all you want, and it's still flawless quality. It doesn't get pixelated, but that's because Illustrator, I don't know how it does that, but it's great. So there's that. Now go ahead and save that as an Illustrator file or whatever you want, and then go into Photoshop. So there's that outline that I was telling you about. So now you have this outline and what you just did here in Illustrator. So with the outline, you could just sorry about that. You could fill things in like that, and maybe fill this in black. I mean, it's like, it looks okay, but it doesn't get the job done, if you know what I mean. So here's the one I made. That looks really good. I touched it up a little bit, and I had things like this going out all over the place, and that's how That's how I made this simple logo. All those things were easily done for me. Easily, just there you go. That's how you do it. But not all logos are like that. So let me open up the thumbnail that I just did. Where'd it go? There it is. Nope, that's not it. Open recent. Yoo-hoo. There it is. Alright, so I'm just gonna hide a few things here. Alright. So these logos. This... God, why is this? This one is the one I just showed you what I did. Oh crap. Frick anything up. That one, what I did is I tried to do the same method as I did here in Spartan and do that, but it ended up not working as I wanted to. So what I did is I started to do this. I did the outline with my pen tool, and here. So I have made the outline, and then what I started to do here, let me go back to where I have the pen tool. Yeah, alright. So I have the pen tool here, and what I did is I filled it, fill path, and I filled it with white or whatever color, and then I did the exact same thing. I copied that, Control J, and then Control T. I shrunk it a little bit, and then I gave it a new color. I said, okay, that's the size I want, and then I did fill path, and then I changed it to black. Now this gets you a very crisp outline. The outline is a lot crisper. So what I did there, shite. Fill path black. There we go. It's better. Alright, I just jacked that all up. What is going on? Anyway, so I did that, and then I take this and I delete the path. Now I just do Control J. There's that, and then I change the color to black. Control T, enlarge it just a little bit. Try to get it in the same place and put it under. You know, something like that. Now it has an outline like that. Or I was able to give it an outline. And so that's what I did here. I gave it an outline like that. So what I did right there on the wing is this. Just like that. What I did is I outlined it. I didn't go directly through it with the tool. I outlined it like so. Just watch. It's hard to describe for me. Things are hard to describe. That's why I don't do a lot of tutorials. So what I did is I outlined it like so. And then I did the fill path black. And that is how I got it a lot crisper like that. See, it's the check mark. It's not just a simple little line which has a little fade, and it looks a lot better, and you can customize the thickness of it a lot easier. It's a lot more customizable. That's how I did this. And I did that off of a drawing. This is why in the sketch I said, don't worry, it's great if it's sloppy. Because Illustrator takes that sloppiness and turns it into creativity. It took your mistakes, or so-called mistakes, and then it turned them into pieces of art. Oh, there goes the dishwasher. So, yeah, there's lots of things you could base it off of. It doesn't matter what you're going to start sketching. Sketch anything. I don't care what you sketch. Sketch what you sketch. And then you just start throwing it in here, outlining it with the pen tool, Maybe if you want, you can outline it with the brush tool, add a few shading things in there. Just go crazy. It's don't think of it as like a job. If you're hiring yourself to do it, I recommend making a few more logos before you start getting hired to do it. Because what I've done is my very first logo I made on Photoshop would be Bronze Bomb. It took me a week because I didn't know how to do it, whereas Spartan took me like, I want to say 2 hours. This took me 2 hours. So this took me 1 hour. This took me 2 hours. They all just, it depends. I've gotten a lot better. Like this, I could have made easily, a lot more easily than I made that. But it took me 2 weeks to make this, whereas it took me 2 hours to make that. You will progress crazily, grow very fast when you're working on Photoshop and in Illustrator. They just give the tools to you. Watch lots of tutorials. That's what I did. Watch this tutorial. Ask me for help if you need it. I will help you. It's easy. Just take it as a learning experience. Learn, find your own way, add your own touch. I like two-dimensional logos personally. That's why I didn't like the original Valken as much as see this looks more three-dimensional and just popping out than this does. That's why I like this one a lot better. It just, to me, looks more me. It has a more of a CBL, more of a chase touch into it. So yeah, if you want to see all the logos that I made, all the color schemes, everything, check out my Instagram. The link is down in the description. And yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. Have a Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Season's greetings. I will not be posting for a while, or I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna try to post as much as I can. I have lots of schoolwork. I'm having finals. I have projects to do. I have to do extra credit. I probably won't be posting video games for a while though, cause my grades are not straight A's. So I'm not allowed to game, but when I get that up, I will record games for you. Maybe Rainbow Six Siege if it can record. Probably not Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I have that game, but I don't run it on fast enough FPS to record at all. I probably run it on 30 FPS. I cannot record with that. But I might be able to record Rainbow Six Siege. I can record CSGO. I will start recording. I might do a case opening if I do not buy a knife, or if I have leftover money after I buy a knife. I will do a case opening. I'm thinking of buying the M9 Bayonet Damascus Steel. That thing is a beast. But in CSGO. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, to subscribe. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Good luck in all your logos. Good luck in Photoshop. Good luck in Illustrator. Good luck. It's very fun. For me, it was fun. A fun experience. So yeah, good luck. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see all of you in the next video.